Good evening and welcome to Richard L. Capola Field here on the campus of Austintown Fitch High School, where today the Fitch Falcons get set and ready to host the Fighting Irish from Ursuline. Hi everybody, Matt Marr being joined by Jordan Barber today. And Jordan, I know I say this a lot, I'm sounding like a broken record, but we should have a good game on hand, as both of these two teams are pretty high ranked here in the Youngstown area. Fitch being ranked 10th overall, meanwhile Ursuline is 13th, so two very good teams, obviously different divisions, but still know how to play. And you know what, division doesn't matter here if you look just at Monday, as this is a bit of a rematch here from that game that took place Monday night at Scene Park, where Ursuline down Fitch 11-1. I'm sure the Falcons have a response ready, and we'll see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On their home field, here on their turf. We are playing on turf. Ready to get back in the win column, get a little bit of revenge here on the Irish.
Well, we're just trying to make sure here that we have video. Looks like it doesn't want to work right now. I'll give you just 1 second here and we'll get that figured out for you. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and meet the starting lineup for Ursuline as they are coming to bat.
Certainly. Batting first, number 13, the second baseman, Luca Rincitti. Batting second, number 22, the third baseman, Anthony Treveri. Batting third, number 8, Dylan Casey. He's the center fielder. Batting fourth, Brian Frizzalo. He's number 33, the designated hitter. Sorry. Number 7, CJ Frasco. He is the shortstop. The first baseman, Drew Carrillia. Number 11, number 4, the left fielder is Jake Erickson. Number 26, the right fielder, Joe Balage. And number 2, the catcher, Mark Manning.
And on the mound here for Fitch today, it's number 20, Mason Petridis, backing him up behind the plate. In that catcher's box, Jake Wallace. So we should have a good matchup here, and it looks like Ursuline's getting ready. Judy here stepping up as promised here by our good friend Jordan. Judy batting .403 here on the season, leads his team in batting average. Get a chance to see if he can do exactly what we're expecting him to do here and hit. It looks like a ball made its way over. It was a softball made its way over here into left field. Right now, it looks like the two softball games playing two teams, obviously, as that first pitch is in there for strike number 1. Underway here at 5:01 p.m. But as I was saying, a softball game going on right now. It's playoff times here for softball as Fitch is hosting Lakeside. This pitch is in there for ball number 1 to even the count up. So good luck to the Lady Falcons and their playoff run. Guys are going to be on their way here pretty soon. That one might find a hole. No, second baseman has a throw to first. Going to be tough. No play to make as the pitcher, Petridis, could not get back in time. One on here. And again, we're having some issues here with our video device. Jordan, it's not your problem there. You don't have to worry. I'm not sure what's going on, but it keeps freezing on us.
First and third baseman, number 22,
Maybe the
Anthony Treveri.
But there is one on here, nobody out, and that will bring up Anthony Treveri. So an infield hit for Ricciuti, and first pitch to Treveri as Petridis takes a long look over there at first base, gives the nod to his catcher, gives a fair amount of nods here, now tosses in. He tosses off the plate for ball number 1. And again, our video continues to freeze. Not sure what's going on here, Jordan.
I'm not sure. There's
a lot of interference going on
static,
here.
Yeah.
You're getting it. I'm not sure why we're not getting it.
Well, he tries to figure that out. That is fouled back.
Let's see if that keeps it up there. And yes, that's fouled off. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the sophomore Treveri here batting .311 on the season and 45 at bats. He's brought in 12 runs off of 14 hits. Well, pardon me, he's come in 12 times, and he's also brought in 12 runs as well. Pickoff attempt at first is no good. Camera at the moment still acting accordingly. Treveri's got 2 doubles on his season. We'll see here if he can maybe bring a run over to third base. That would be the best scenario here, unless he could, of course, keep that ball even further. Runner going, fouled off, 1-2 the count as that one goes out of play. And Ricciuti's going to have to make his way back over to first base as he makes his way over to second with the slide.
That ball flies behind us, definitely out of play.
Over towards
1-2
the
count.
under construction football stadium.
Indeed. It's
Obviously,
a
big
pile
news
of
here
concrete
in
footers.
Austintown is that they are replacing the grandstand. That was the visiting side. Not 100% sure what those plans are to replace it with. I'm assuming something maybe a little smaller. But, of course, I'm not fully aware. The 1-2. Swung on, hit right over the hand of the second baseman out towards center. He's got it, throws in. Runners are going to be at first and second, still nobody away. Ursuline looking to do what they did 2 nights ago out of Bob Seam Park.
Center fielder number 8.
Perfectly
Dylan
placed
Casey.
right over second baseman low. It's a pair of hits, brings up Casey. Casey batting .333 on the season. Another really good batter here for Ursuline. He's done that in 66 at-bats, 18 runs off of 22 hits, 12 RBIs, 2 doubles, also 3 triples.
Very nice.
Another big power-hitting player here for the Irish. The pitch from Petridis. Bunted down. He's going to try and move them over, and he has one play to make at first. It's in time. Yes, it is. 1 down. Runners will advance. 2 in scoring position here for Ursuline.
2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. Could have been 2 outs and could have been just 1 runner on. But the first play just wasn't able to throw him out at first because there was nobody covering first.
So Brian Frasco here steps up for the Fighting Irish. 1 or 2 Frascos here in consecutive order. We'll see his brother show up next year. But the senior here is batting .393 here on the season and 28 at-bats. Not too shabby here with the first few batters in this lineup for Ursuline. First pitch, just able to find the top of the zone. Strike number 1.
Hitter Brian Frasco.
Frasco being the DH here today.
He's what you're looking
Brother, the
for
shortstop.
if you want to get some power. Get a nice base hit to bring those 2
Pardon
runners
me.
home.
Frasco designated hitting for the pitcher here in Groner. Tell you a little bit more about him when he comes to the circle. Next one swung through and missed. Had a ball low, going towards the dirt, not quite in it.
It's a good pitch. Get him to swing. He swung hard on that one, too. If that would have made contact, it'd probably be a 2-0 ball game right now.
Frasco, 5 runs off of 11 hits, I should say, 9 RBIs. So he's got himself 6 doubles, so he knows how to put that one out there. I'm not sure if that's really surprising at this point, just seeing the power that the Ursuline Fighting Irish here have.
They do.
It's absolutely impressive here on the season. The 1-2 is Petridis takes the quick look over at third, tosses in. Swung on, hit high, not too terribly deep. Center fielder makes a few
That's
steps
gonna
over,
bring in a run regardless.
makes the grab. Runners tag up, over to third, and now over to home. The ball gets away from 22.
Well,
Treveri's safe at third, and 1 does come in, 2 away.
good sacrifice hit there. Almost turned into 2 if thankfully that error at third did not cost them the extra run.
So sack fly +1 brings up Frasco, the shortstop now. Casey Frasco, the junior, batting .280 and 50 at-bats, 11 runs off of 14 hits, 11 RBIs as well. He's got 3 doubles and a triple, as you were saying.
Not going to want to be outshined by his brother. He's going to want to try and get an RBI in as well.
Petridis' pitch goes in with a lot of speed just off the plate there. Ball number 1. Krilla on deck, hoping that he gets an at-bat here in this first inning. Petridis hoping that he can just get away with minimal damage of 1 run. Is 1-0. Swung through and missed cleanly. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Krilla, another senior here this year. Talk more about him when he comes up. Petridis ready?
If this inning is extended, he will be next.
Swung on right back to him, but it goes off the bottom of his glove. Throw over to first, does plenty of time, and he makes the out. 3 down. 1's left on, 1 comes in. We got to the bottom half of the inning. 1-0 Ursuline here on YSN.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means to be there.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
And just being there for them every step of the way.
And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet. As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
So back to the bottom half of the first inning. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup now for Austintown.
Certainly. Leading off, number 11, center fielder Drew Kashik. Followed by number 10, Carter Owens, the shortstop. Number 4, Carson Fuller, the third baseman. Number 13, Jackson Cheeks, the left fielder. Number 20, Mason Petridis, the pitcher. 17, Jack Knight, the first baseman. Number 24, the DH, Donovan Bell Sullivan. Number 8, Jake Wallace, the catcher. And number 6, Hayden Warmoth, the right fielder.
Bell Sullivan out there DHing for the second baseman Lowe, wearing number 9. And on the mound here for Ursuline, as promised, Tommy Groner, number 24, backing him up behind the plate, Mark Manning. Well, we do have some stats here on Groner. Comes into today's game with a .79 ERA.
Wow, that is really impressive.
Very hard to get much better than that. Best on his team. The pitch is swung on, grounder right to short. Has it, tosses over to first in time. No, throws that one away, but it comes right back to the first baseman as it goes off the chain link fencing. That's just going to be an error on the shortstop to get a runner on.
Well, very well could have had the first out, but throw was just too high. Couldn't reach it.
So Carter Owens, the shortstop, steps up with one on here. Tying run at first base already here. Making of a good game, as we already said. Well, Groner has a decision in one game. That's one win, no losses here. So 100% with that percentage. Bunt down, it's fouled, and bounces up over everybody's head towards the backstop, strike one.
Bounced the wrong way. He was hoping for it to go the other direction.
Well, he's got that one win, .79 in 6 appearances so far this season. No saves. Of course, he's a starter. Doesn't get that opportunity, I'm sure, too often to go up in that position. He's normally out there at the beginning of the games.
Usually don't see starters going into save scenarios unless you're in like a playoff run or some type of situation like that.
There was a pickoff attempt over towards first base, but Kashik makes his way back safely with a dive. Well, another thing about that turf here, as you pointed out, don't have to worry about laundry too much here. You're not going to get too dirty. Just the sweat here coming off the players. That one's fouled back, bounces again. Not nearly as high, but 0-2 is the count. That's another good reason why you invest in turf.
Yeah, it's not as dirty, and you can play when it's raining. You don't have to worry about mud.
I don't know about you, if you've ever spent a certain amount of time on turf for any reason, but I did marching band in high school, and we had a turf football field pickoff attempt at first, not in time. No tag is going to happen as the runner's back safely before that throw even made its way over. But I did marching band, and man, those little turf pellets, they get in your shoes, and they're annoying as all heck.
Well, I've never played on turf. My high school had a grass field up until about 4 or 5 years ago. So after I graduated,
after the fact,
they got a grant for a turf field. But yeah, my brother complains about that a lot with the turf. And sometimes it hurts more than falling on grass, which is bad for football, not too much for baseball.
Pickoff attempt over to second. He's going to be in there safely. The second baseman had it, just couldn't get the tag off. It looked like for a second, from our angle at least, the tag did go in, but Kashik's in safely with a stolen base. And the count, of course, now even here at the plate.
With a lot of stolen bases we see at this level.
Just makes things more interesting.
Yep. Wipe off the chance for a double play, just running and taking a base.
The 2-2. It's in there for ball number 3, and the count will run full. I heard the umpire yell something, couldn't exactly make out. Thought he just called strike 3 with how animated he sounded, but nope.
I believe he
Full
said,
count.
it sounded like he just said ball. That was
It's either
fairly
strike or
inside
ball
pitch.
4, which both are incorrect. Either way, the payoff pitch. Groner puts it inside and cannot pull the trigger. There's 2 on, still nobody away due to an error from the shortstop there in Frasco. And now a walk from Groner brings up Fuller. Fitch does not make their stats public, so we don't have any information on their batters. We just know that as a whole, they're a good team.
Yes, they are. We have a record that's public. And we can tell based on the
10-8
record.
overall record.
Yep.
They're second in the conference at 3-3 overall. Ursuline, very similar record, 10-7-1. They ended up tying in their second game versus West Branch, I believe 3-3. Game was just going too long, I'm sure, and parents just said, hey, kids are getting tired, let's just call it. Happens every now and then.
Yeah.
The pitch. Bunt high, ends up in front of him, and he doesn't see it. Throw over to first, easiest out of his life. Groner gets it. Runners will advance, though.
Well, he did the job. He got the runners into scoring position.
But Fuller just looks up and looks like he was looking right at us, like, where'd that ball go? And it ended up just in front of him. It was a successful bunt. He just didn't run.
He thought it went up instead of in front of him. Must have just saw it go back quickly and just lost track of it.
But like you said, he got the job done. I don't know if he was outrunning that one anyways with how far that one went out towards the infield between first and pitcher, and Groner was on top of it. The pitch not to Cheeks.
Barring an error, most likely, would have been a sacrifice, but a successful sacrifice nonetheless.
Well, that's all that matters. So you got those runners over. They're both in scoring position, a chance to take the lead, only 1 down.
And 1 swing of the bat here.
Your left fielder could do
2-1.
some damage. Swings on and fouls that one very foul. Didn't even dance on the line, just decided, hey, I'm foul, and it's 0-2. They did the batter. Still bottom half of the first inning. And already a lot of action going on here on this field.
Absolutely.
Beautiful day out here. No clouds in the sky anymore. There were a few earlier, but man, it's just cleared up. Not that those clouds were any threat to rain or anything. Just a few little small stripes. The pitch is in the dirt, or where the dirt would be. Gets away from the catcher, but he gets back in time and nobody advances. 1-2 is the count. That's the worst of it.
Yep. It's a finally starting to feel like spring. Getting in the
starting to feel more like summer.
Yeah.
Trees
are green.
I believe a week from Friday it's going to be in the 80s. I mean, it's getting there. Only a few more 60 days left here. Those are more scattered now instead of 70 days being scattered. Pitch is low, and the count evens at 2-2.
Definitely feels like we've called more games that were cold than warm so far.
Well, welcome to Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, though. We got Memorial Day weekend coming up. We'll see if that stays warm. Almost always is cold. Just seems historically here in the state. Always freezing our butts off after having really nice warm weather beforehand. That one's off the plate. Count full. So now Tommy Groner here with his second full count here, and he's looking to avoid filling the bases up for the pitcher here in Petritis.
He's also looking to avoid emptying the bases as well.
Have not seen a home run in baseball this season on any of our calls, no matter what the team is. Would be a first for us. That one's off the mark, and he does fill it. So he does what I said, not what you said.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Mason Petritis steps up, and a big situation for him now. Looking to see here, and no coach is coming out here to talk to their pitcher early on. They feel confident that he can get this job done. We're one double play away from keeping it a 1-0 game. So Petritis steps in and is in his stance. Groner wasting no time and tosses to the plate. Swung on and missed. Petritis was trying to get out in front of him early. Not successful in that. See if he decides to slow it down here in the next few pitches. First baseman Knight due up on deck. Groner set, tosses in. Swung on, might have gotten a piece of it either way. It's 0-2 here as it goes right into the glove there of Manning. Now catcher Manning looking over at his coach at the dugout and giving the word over to his pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, almost got him. Ball 1. Mason Petritis able to just back off in the nick of time there.
Yeah.
Almost gave him a bit of a eyebrow cut. Haircut on the wrong part where you want a haircut. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Petrides goes down swinging. First strikeout here of the game. Brings out number 2 and brings up Brandon Knight, the first baseman.
Number 17.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Pardon me, Jack Knight. Getting names mixed up already.
Okay.
That's what happens when we go all over the place. On a whole bunch of different teams this season. It's been a while since we've called Fitch. I believe the last one was a while ago at Scene Park. Just don't remember who the opponent was.
I think it was Mooney.
The pitch is low for ball number 1. And before that, our only other game for Fitch was right here at the very beginning of the season versus Notre Dame Cathedral Latin. Pardon me. The 1-0 swung on, missed.
Foul tipped it, but went into the glove.
Count will even up.
Groner here looking to get out of this jam. He loaded up the bases. One of those bases were not his fault. That was an error, but.
That next one swung on.
And that'll bring
he
in a
finds the
run.
hole. Here's one. And they're holding everybody else up. Bases stay loaded.
Good
and this
throw.
game is even. Perfectly placed by Knight, right back up the middle. Just waves over at the second base itself. Second baseman couldn't get to it. RBI single brings up Bell Sullivan, the designated hitter. We'll see if he can bring any of the boom and bring in maybe a couple more runs and give his team their lead. Groner not wasting time, tosses in, and he finds the strike zone, barely albeit, just by about maybe an inch. He let go of that one a little too soon. It looked like it was going in on him.
Yeah.
Batter might have been crowding the plate ever so
Definitely
slightly.
Most likely was.
Next one swung on with a lot of power, but not far enough. That one out towards left center.
It drops.
It drops. Center fielder couldn't get to it. Left fielder let him get it. Here's one, and that's all they're going to get. No,
Now they
two.
brought in
Pardon
two.
me. So it's 3-1 here in favor of Austintown with a 2-run double by Bell Sullivan.
Most likely could have been more. It looked like some of the runners hesitated. Must have forgot there was 2 outs and you just start running on contact. But either way, they're up 3-1 now. It's definitely the way you want to start this game.
Now Jake Wallace,
Come
the
out
catcher,
swinging.
still dealing with 2 away, but 2 on. And looks like they're getting the better of Groner here early. The pitch swung on, fouled off, out of play, not playable. So strike number 1. Batter will step back in. And now it looks like we have time called. As both batter and pitcher seem to still be getting themselves ready. Now Groner, again, quick with these pitches. Throws in. And he throws it right over the plate. Has the batter down the count. 0-2. Here to the catcher, Wallace. Groner now 1 pitch away from leaving them on. That just being 2 runners. And keeping the damage to a 2-run difference. The 0-2. Fouled off. Into the netting in the backstop, it looks like. We'll just be able to skim past it, though, and it's still 0-2. Bell Sullivan and Knight both on base right now, both with RBIs in this game. Big reasons why their team are up right now, the 0-2. Thinking about it, going off the plate. Did he go? They appeal. No, he did not. Ball number 1. Always hard for those infield umpires to make those appeal calls if they're not right down the plate. And since they have runners out there, he's got to be out towards second base. So it's the best guess here. Pretty much says your guess is as good as mine and just says he's safe, playing it safe. Next pitch is upstairs inside. Again, almost got him. This time he wasn't crowding it nearly as much as that first one. So it's an even count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of having an umpire at every base like they do in like the majors. So sometimes you just got to work with what you got.
The 2-2 swung on right back up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throw over to first. In
Got
time for out number 3. So 2 are left on, but 3 come in after 1 inning. It's Austintown Fitch 3, Ursuline 1 here on YSN.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open Gaba Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Poitsville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means to be there.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
And just being there for them every step of the way.
And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back here, top of the second, Jake Wallace took a little bit longer there than expected to get his gear on, but he's out there now and now ready, pardon me here. Due up now for the Fighting Irish, though, Drew Carilla, Jack Erickson, and Joe Balaj. So Carilla steps up.
Number 11, first baseman Drew Carilla.
Drew Carilla batting .367 here on the season. That's in 30 at-bats. He's got 3 runs off 11 hits and 8 RBIs, as well as a double. Seems like almost everybody here on this starting lineup for Ursuline has at least gone for extra bases once this season. First pitch off the mark here from Mason Petridis. 1-0 the count. Wind not blowing at all here. Just a really nice sunny day. Next pitch is in there. Call for strike number 1. Thought it was going to be a little bit high, but according to that umpire, and he'd know best,
yeah.
Strike 1.
It's closer. We're up here at an angle.
1-1 is swung through and missed, and now the batter's in the hole. First baseman here for Ursuline. 1 pitch away from being out number 1. Petridis is ready. Tosses in. Swung on and missed. He gets him to go after it, and there's 1 down. Swinging K brings up Jack Erickson.
Playing left field, number 4, Jack Erickson.
Erickson, junior this year. Pardon me, in 49 at-bats. Is batting .286. 14 runs off of 14 hits, 11 RBIs, and 3 doubles.
Not bad.
Pitch is swung on and missed as he put that one low, that being Petridis, who won the count now here to the Ursuline batter. Now Joe Balaj due on deck, and then rounding off the first time through this order here, that 9-hole batters. That one's down low and got away for a second from Wallace. That's going to be Mark Manning. Harrison will see if they can get through the entirety of their order in 2 innings, or if they're going to have to wait for number 9 to start off the third. The 1-1 inside. Batter had to back off. It's ball number 2.
Well, they're going to be hoping to come back here, maybe get some base runners for the top of their order instead of just going up 1, 2, 3. Now they're in the hole. They're down by 2, and they got to come back and get some offense going.
Oh, a good chance here for Erickson, as he has now at 3-1 being his count. That one went in just a little bit too close. Next one is swung on right over to the second baseman. Has it. Throw to first. Going to be tough, but it's in time. 2 away.
Up 2 down. Better outing than their the first inning.
So Joe Balaj
error and everything
steps up here, batting .467 on the season. Another very high batting average here for these Fighting Irish. They're doing this in 15 at-bats. He's driven 6 runs, swings on, and finds a hole just past the shortstop's glove. Owens could not get a hold of it in time or at all. 1 on here with 2 down.
Would have been a tough play for him regardless. Would have been
Maybe
a very
if
hard
you
throw
dove for it,
first.
but you know what? It's early on. Don't have to exhaust all your energy just yet. And it's only 1 on, and the Irish will get a chance. Or will, pardon me, get through the entirety of the order within 2 innings. We'll see if they can get more here. Still 2 away here from Mark Manning. Manning batting .400 on the nose and 40 at-bats. He's got himself 13 runs driven in. 13 runs brought in 16 off his 16 hits. He's driven in 10 runs and 3 doubles. Pickoff attempt to first. No, good. Runner stays put. Petridis taking a quick look over at first, and he'll pick off again. Still not in time. Runner tagged on the bag and didn't take it off, so no tag was applied.
Just trying to scare him into not thinking about stealing second.
They're going to keep scaring him here as they tried catching him sleeping. Balazs was back and looked a little shaken. As soon as he saw the pitcher's arm stretch out towards him, he's like, oh, crap. Another one. This time he was ready for it.
It's almost like a little contest now between the pitcher and the runner.
Who's going to give first? Pitcher's arm or the runner's legs? Pitcher's really focusing on him. Manning still yet to face a pitch. And he'll still have to wait. Another pickoff attempt, and nobody gives. I think there might be a little smile over there on Knight's face. He's definitely getting his work in.
Absolutely.
See here, finally a pitch to the plate. Runner's
that runner
go,
goes.
And he makes his way back over to first as he made it about a fourth of the way over. Not nearly far enough for them to want to try and challenge him over at first. It's ball number 1 here at the plate.
Clearly all those acts of intimidation didn't work. Now,
well, I think what's happening here is he's trying to force him to run at that point. He says, you know what, you're going to keep doing it. First pitch I get, I'm going to run. So they were more so just trying to catch him in the act by making him feel like, hey, they're going to keep doing this, and they keep doing it there again. They keep doing this, and I'm going to see if I can actually steal on you. Another pickoff attempt there, and Wallace steps out and talks to Petridis, probably telling him, hey, throw one to me. The quickest way to getting 3 outs is throwing 3 more pitches over the way of Mark Manning and Wallace.
Yes, at this point, it just feels like it's almost like some kind of personal feud that these two have. Like, I'm going to get you out, or I'm going to steal off you. Just
Wallace
watch.
Behind the plate again, and we're ready to go. The 1-0. Suspense was killing us there, and he throws it back over to the first base. He's not going to let Balazs get away with getting that hit. His shortstop just barely missed that one. I mean, it was about an inch away from his glove. This time throws in, and it's strike number 1. We start to move the count a little bit more here after the about million pitches we got over towards first base. Not even pitches, just pickoffs. Getting those arms tired. Count being even here at the plate. He finally throws to the plate here in consecutive pitches. Throws high for ball number 2. Didn't know if he had that one in him.
See if we can go for 3 in a row.
Petridis focusing in, and of course looking over at first. Balazs, modest leadoff there, trying to tease him. Throws over to the plate, and he throws it over the plate. Gets the count even, and now he's a pitch away here from either striking out this batter or picking off the runner.
Yeah.
He's got his choice here, and if I were him, I'd be focusing on the batter. Better odds here at getting him out than the runner at this point. He's going, swung on and missed. Throw over to second won't matter here as they'll leave 1 on, that being Joe Balazs here as he battled Mason Petridis. Just could not get anything going there. And it stays the same here, being the score 3-1 on YSN.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because All the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm why I'm proud.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are two of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hayden Wormuth, the only one who hasn't batted here for Fitch, will start things off. Then we're back to the top of the order, and Drew Kashik and Carter Owens. Wormuth, first pitch to him, swung on, and that one will be fouled for strike number 1 here, bottom half of the second inning. Fitch hoping to extend their 3-1 lead and make a more than 2-run difference.
Absolutely. Put up a 3 spot in the first and almost ready to go through that same lineup again.
Kind of even up here as that ball goes off towards the other batter's box. Did not get him to swing. Groner's still out there. Groner set, tosses in, and tosses low and outside for ball number 2. A little bit of a sink on that one. Just not quite where he needed it to be. It's 2-1. Swung on and finds a hole. Rip past short and third. Out towards left field, Erickson for a leadoff base hit.
Brings us back to the top of the order.
Number 11.
Say top of the order that just put up, as I said, 3 spot in the first.
Well, top of the order, I'd say almost the entirety of the order. It was the bottom half that brought in the runs. Gasha got started because of an error from the shortstop. Frasco just threw way over the head of Carrilla.
Got it started. They're looking to get another thing started here as well.
Kashik also looking to maybe get on base a little more honestly this time. That's going to be a wild pitch in the dirt. Bounces up over the head, and a runner will advance over to second base. Now Kashik here in a position to bring in a run instead of trying to get him over.
Yeah.
Looked like he was thinking bunt on that one. Pulled off when he saw that ball was landing before it even got to him.
So now he's definitely in a position where we could see him swing.
Groner taking a long look over towards his catcher there in Manning. Has his pitch. Look over at second. Nobody covering. Tosses into the plate. Bunts down, and it's foul. Strike number 1. Same spot there as Wormuth had on his leadoff bunt.
He's trying to get the runner to third base. Try to tack on.
Fuller's bunt was the only one that was actually really good, and he just didn't see where it went.
Yeah.
Still early yet in this game, though. We'll see if anybody else makes any more attempts at bunting. I'm sure we'll see a few.
With only 1 strike, we might see him try it again here.
Next one's upstairs, inside. Batter had the duck down to avoid it. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, you don't want to. You're not bunting off a ball like that.
Again, Tommy Groner here came into today's game with a .79 ERA. The best you could do, or at least pretty much the best you could hope for, other than zeros across the board.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not working for him right now.
Definitely gone up a bit. The first run wouldn't be considered earned, but the other 2 would be.
Right to Groner to first in time. 1 away. Runner makes his way over to third. So they'll just move the runner over a few feet. 1 down.
Fitch has been great with their sacrifices. Sacrifice fly and bunt.
Very unselfish play here in a team game. That brings
Absolutely.
up Carter Owens, the shortstop. Walked his last time up. See if he can drive in a run this time. Fuller on deck. Runner's pitch. Placed perfectly right over the plate on that first pitch for strike number 1. See if we can find a few more like that. Might have just been a little bit off of the dead center of the plate. Hard for that batter to hit. Next one. It's called for ball number 1. I think that it's only because the catcher just didn't hold on to that ball.
Yeah, kind of
Looked
bounced
like another
around. And
really nice pitch there by Groner. Just a little bit too hard for his catcher there and Manning to handle. Wind blowing very lightly out towards center field, more so right center field. So you can see that flag, or it might be hard for you to see on the stream, but at least we can see.
Yeah.
It's hard to see through this chain link fencing here for the backstop. Looks like time is called here as the batter and the pitcher both decided to step away from their respective positions and now step back in. So again, an even count here, as you can see in your bottom left hand. The pitch. Bunts and puts it right over to Groner. Underhand toss to the plate. He got him for out number 2. And now the Fitch coach is here yelling at the umpire saying he slid in. He was safe. Of course, choice words for something that was so close. I saw a tie, and baseball rules tie goes to runner.
It was very close. I thought he might have beat that, but obviously you don't have a... We're not up and close, so maybe the umpire saw something we couldn't see. Regardless, calls the call. A runner on first now with 2 outs.
Now Carson Fuller comes on. Big off attempt, throw to first. He's safe as Groner thought that he had him. Well, Owens
almost caught him lacking there.
Yeah,
looks like he tripped and barely got back to the bag.
Exactly. Couldn't say that any better than you. Especially with the amount of times I've already kind of screwed up a little bit saying some names. Another pickoff attempt, runners back in safely with
See,
the
that's
dive.
payback for the 10 pickoff attempts we saw in the top half of this inning.
Yeah. Petridis was not happy. Another pickoff attempt. These ones are getting a lot closer than Petridis' did against Balaj.
Yeah.
That one again. First baseman there, and Carrilla thought for the second time that they had picked off Owens. Still no dice here, and still no pitches to the plate. Now Groner taking a look over at his coach, and time was called. Looks like the catcher there just said, hey, hold on a second. Gives a sign, and no, it wasn't time called. It was because another foul ball from the softball came over towards our left field.
Oh.
Saw the left fielder there for Ursuline and Erickson jogging after a little green spear. Little green spear from where we're sitting at least.
Yeah.
Pretty big compared to what we're playing with here. Also, while we were talking, another pickoff attempt came and went. Obviously still here. The pitch. Hits him. Hits him right in the thigh, maybe towards that left buttocks.
Yeah, he's kind of grabbing his tailbone area.
It's not going to feel good there any day of the week. That brings
Definitely
up Jackson Cheeks. So the left fielder here who walked his first go-around has a runner in scoring position, a runner at first. Still a good chance here for the Falcons to score and extend this lead. They couldn't get that leadoff runner there in Warmouth end, but they have a chance here. Of course, that out at the plate still very controversial, but it is what it is. The pitch. Off the mark for ball number 1. Well, that might be the second controversial play I've seen at the plate this season. I was calling Warren G. Harding versus Girard a few weeks ago, and there was controversy over if a Girard player had actually touched the base. Touched the plate. This plate is inside for ball number 2.
I believe he said the plate was dirty, so it was very hard to
filthy.
see.
The umpire had not been cleaning it for the past maybe 4 or 5 batters. I mean,
Yes.
and that's just between 2 teams.
So another advantage with turf is, well, the plate really doesn't get dirty. You can clearly
just
see the outline.
Just some black little rubber dots. That one screamed right back up the middle on the
It's
ground.
gonna bring
Runner
in a run.
is being pulled to come home. Center fielder could not get a hold of it. Throw to the plate. Tag! Not in time! That's going to be an RBI single for Jackson Cheeks.
And second to home. Nice base hit up the middle to center field.
Falcon pitcher number 20, Mason Petridis.
So Mason Petrita steps up here. Still runners at first and second, just new runners now. And those positions full now at second, Cheeks at first. This game continuing to go well for Austintown. Making up for that run that was called out in Warmouth earlier in this inning. Runner's pitch. Just able to get the corner. Strike number 1. It was making its way out of the zone, Jordan.
Just caught it just in time.
Jack Knight on deck. See if he gets an at bat here. The 0-1. It's low for ball number 1. Similar spot.
Yeah, that one must have just sailed a little bit out, I guess.
Petritis' last at bat, last inning, swinging K. Only one who has struck out so far for the Falcons. Runners 1-1. Popped up and back for strike number 2. Went right into the netting above the backstop, just off your screen. And wherever they can to protect the press box as well.
Yeah, but it has saved us from getting some foul balls flown right at our camera and our faces.
Oh, certainly. I mean, if you didn't have that netting there, it could loop right over and come right into our window. The 1-2 is swung through and missed. So Petritis goes down, swinging yet again. They leave 2 on, bring one more in. We played through 2. It's Fitch 4 and Ursuline 1.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Let's face it, buying a home is one of the toughest things you'll ever do. At Forever Homes, we are licensed realtors that specialize in representing our clients in the purchase and sale of single-family residences and income property in Columbiana County. We truly love this area. We were born in this area, and we pride ourselves on the knowledge of transactions, school districts, neighborhoods, and related services. So the next time you need to buy or sell your home, make it Forever. Forever Homes Realty.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
So here we are into the 3rd inning. Ursuline, top of the order, due up as they were able to just get through that last batter in Manning. So it's going to be Luca Riccitutti, Anthony Treveri, and Dylan Casey to start things off. Pardon me, Ricciuti. Ricciuti singled very shallowly towards first base, between first and second. His last go around. This one right back over to Petritis. Throw over to first. Kind of lobbed that one over and stayed in the air. Could have been very costly there, but they do get the out. That was close.
Irish third baseman Anthony Treveri.
Anthony Treveri, base hit, screamed it right past the second base on the right-hand side of it, at least from where we're sitting. Up quickly this time. Takes low. Ball number 1. Well, keep an eye out if anybody here for the Fighting Irish gets on board on first base. Petritis decides to keep doing what he did against Balaj last inning. Pitches low for ball number 2. He's 2 pitches away from doing that. That's the most I've ever seen anybody hammer any single runner at first base in a single game. And that's combined with any at-bat. Next pitch is high for ball number 3. That's saying something. He really wanted to get that runner. The 3-0. Gets him low for strike number 1. Able to just sink that one barely in the bottom half of the zone. But he got the job done. 3-1. Swung on and right too short. Has it. Throw to first. Might be tough. No, he's got it for out number 2. 2 groundouts here to start things off for Ursuline. Again, on Monday, these two teams faced off against each other. Alec Caberna was on the call for you guys on that one, and he called an 11-1 rout in favor of Ursuline. Very different game here. A very different day.
Absolutely. We're seeing not quite the reverse of that, but well on its way if Fitch can keep up this offense.
Swung through and missed. It's Dylan Casey up. Last time around, grounded out to Petridis and then Knight. Petridis is set, tosses in. And tosses in a strike. 0-2. He's a pitch away from going in order here for the first time in this game. See here, number 8, the center fielder, Casey, has anything to say about it. He'll go ahead and watch ball number 1 sail by him. It was pitched and thrown very quickly. Not sure if he even had a chance to react to that pitch. Now the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He went chasing at a ball low and outside. And 3 up, 3 down. Go the Fighting Irish. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Fitch still leading 4-1.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, it's going to be Jack Knight to lead things off. He's followed by Donovan Bell-Sullivan and then Jake Wallace. If they can get any further, it'd be Hayden Wormuth, and then we're back to the top of the order yet again.
Gone through their lineup fairly quickly.
Tommy Groner still out there on the mound, throws well off the mark for ball number 1. Ended up making Manning stretch out his left arm over towards the other side of his torso to get that one. A little bit of a contortionist act going on behind the plate.
Yeah.
See if Groner can do him any more favors to make sure he doesn't have to do that too often. The 1-0 swung on, hit pretty well. Not too deep towards center. Jumps up and drops the ball. Not even sure if he had that one to begin with. Runner makes his way to second, and he'll stay put there.
Looked like it.
Not sure if that one went in or out or not. I think that's going to be a leadoff double here for Fitch.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and give him that.
Like he was close, but couldn't come down with it. Just either never touched his glove or never was firmly in it. Couldn't quite tell from this far out.
I think because of how hard that one was and because he had to jump for it, I think you give him a hit.
Yes.
Oh, Donovan Bell-Sullivan asked for time, and he gets it. 2-run double his last go-around. That's when the bases were loaded in the bottom half of, top half. Nope, bottom half of the 1st inning. Check myself there. That's ball number 1. Yes, Fitch is home.
Yes, they are.
Groner's long look in. He's set, ready. It's swung on and makes its way right in and out of the glove of the shortstop. Had it, just could not hold on to it. That one should be an error. We've got runners at the corner here for Fitch. Still nobody out.
Yep. And they're looking to just keep putting on the beat down here. 4-1. They're like, no, it's not good enough.
So Jake Wallace, number 8. Grounded out, short to first to end things in that bottom half of the first inning. Gets a chance to work now with nobody out. Pops that one up, out of play, high in the air. Strike number 1. A little bit of a tip of the cap there by Wallace as he steps back in, just readjusting his helmet. Groner gives the nod. Here it comes. In the dirt for ball number 1. It's the count even. As we said, Hayden Warmoth due on deck. Got on his first go around and was called out at a very close play at the plate last inning. The pitch. Upstairs, and the batter would have almost been hit right in the side of his gut there if he hadn't ducked down. He had to go all the way down, crisscross applesauce, it seemed, just to avoid that. Sitting down there like a back in kindergarten during story time. The 2-1. Swung on, grounded right to the third baseman. Has it, throw to the plate. Throws off! Runner comes in to score, and we're going to have 2 more runners advance past the bases they should have been. So second and third here. One more comes in. It's 5-1 on the throwing error. Still nobody out.
So going for the easy out at first. They took the risk, but the throw is just not there.
So an E5 there brings in another run, and that brings up Hayden Warmoth with 2 in scoring position, as well as the pitching coach here for the Fighting Irish. So they'll have a conversation. That conversation will end very quickly, because they're still going to give Groner a little bit more of a long leash. Must be an extender leash, just not sure how much further it can go. It's bottom of the third inning in a 7-inning game. They still have 4 more innings of this. As long as Fitch doesn't do something drastic here and get us to 11-1 before the 5th. I'm sure that's not in the plan here for the Fighting Irish.
Well,
I'm
one
sure
good
do their
swing
best
of
to
the
make
bat
sure.
here will make it 7-1. Just get even closer.
Get you within 4 runs.
Yeah.
With still 4 innings. It'd be funny how that would work out. Groner's ready and tosses in. Again, trying to avoid exactly what we were talking about. And he's got a good start there by finding strike number 1. Warmoth base hit out towards left field. End up landing past him. That being Erickson playing left field. The 0-1. Off the mark for ball number 1. The count will even up. Tried to find the same pitch, same spot, just threw it off a little bit too far this time. Kashik waiting patiently to see if he can bat for his 3rd straight inning. Looks good for him right now. Those odds, I should say, look good for him, the 1-1. Let's call for strike number 2. Smith did not swing, just found that one go over the plate anyways. Again, another close one. The count being 1-2, the pitch comes in from Groner. And it's strike number 3, so he strikes out Warmoth looking, 1 down.
So the bounce back he needed, give himself the first out, and hopefully, like, hoping for him, he's hoping to get the next 2 and get out of this inning with minimal damage.
Brings up Kashik here. Bunted out his last time up. Takes strike number 1. So he's 0 for 1 in this game, getting on base with an error in the first and grounding out in the second. 3rd straight inning of work now for him. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled. Ripped foul over towards the bullpen for strike number 2. Those bullpens, the very end of each foul line, that will scream right over towards them. Ursuline has somebody warming up, it looks like. The 0-2 is swung on, chopped slowly, right to third, has it, throw to the plate. This time it's in time, the tag, got him, 2 down.
Well, good play there.
2 down here on the fielder's choice.
Runners still at the corners, so still potential for Fitch to do a little bit more damage here.
And that brings up Carter Owens. His 3rd straight inning as well. He's walked and gone on via fielder's choice, so 0 for 0.
Absolutely.
That was that controversial play with Warmouth going to the plate. Runner set. Tosses in. Swung on. Right to short. Has it. Throw to second, and they get the easy out. So 2 are left on. One more comes in. It's 5-1 in favor of Austintown here on YSN.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means to be there.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
And just being there for them every step of the way.
And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
So back here in Austintown at Richard L. Capola Field, Matt Maher, Jordan Barber still on the call for you today. 5-1 in favor of Austintown over Ursuline. But over on the softball side of things, Jordan, I believe you noticed something pretty special there for the Falcons.
Yes, looks like the Falcons softball team is currently up 19-3 right now in what I believe to be the bottom of the third.
It's a big playoff game right now for them, playing Lakeside. Softball had a very good season, finishing 15-0-1 overall. Wow. And in conference play in the All-American, 6-0-1. Ty Bartel's been on the call for
loss.
Ty Bartel's been on the call for almost all those games, if not all those games, at least the home ones. I believe he also went out with them towards, I think it was South Carolina, strike number 1 in here by Petridis.
South Carolina.
Absolutely incredible season for them. Congratulations to them on the regular season and on what looks like it's going to be a very well-earned
It's now
game
20-3 now that I just look over. Yes, it is the bottom of the third, so mercy rule doesn't even take effect until the 5th.
Petridis' 0-2 is swung on and missed here by Ursuline's Frasco, the DH. One down.
I want to take bets on whether or not they'll get to 30.
Shortstop, number 7.
I'm not going to condone betting here, but
candy bets.
Sure.
I'll give you 5 Tootsie Pops if they get to 30.
It's the off-brand version of it. Stepping up now here for Ursuline is CJ Frasco. Pitches over the plate for strike number 1. Petridis doing a phenomenal job out there at pitching, at least when it comes to coming to the plate. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. He sat down Ursuline in order last inning. In the second, he had to go through 4 because Balazs was able to get on with a base hit. We know how that ended. Won't bring it up. The 0-2. Swung on and hit, blasted towards left, see it center. Going. That one lands down at the warning track. Runner at second. Thinking about third, and he'll stay put at second base with a 1-out double. Ursuline has something cooking.
They're fighting back. They are the Fighting Irish, after all.
First baseman, number
Very
11,
on brand. Way to be on the nose there, Jordan. So one Frasco goes down swinging. The other one swings into a double, and that brings up Carilla. Strikeout swing to lead things off in the second. So Andrew Carilla. second at bat here in this game. Calls for timeout at the plate and steps back in. Absolutely phenomenal crowd here for both games here in Austintown. The stands to our left are packed, the ones to our right still have some people there for Ursuline. Very good crowd. I know Ursuline always draws a crowd, and it's not too far away. Only about a 20-minute drive from each campus.
Yeah. Less depending on traffic.
Yeah. Game was at 5. Get here an hour before, you could beat rush hour.
Just go right up Mahoning Avenue for the most part.
Pitch was off the plate for ball number 1.
21-3.
Jordan still talking about that softball.
I just
score.
glanced
Just keep
over.
looking over. It won't stop.
Glanced over and saw another run come home. I'm like,
Next
okay.
Pitch is swung on and missed to even the count now. 1 ball and 1 strike as we focus back in on our game. Sun behind us, continuing to set as those shadows, as you can see in your screen, are continuing to creep on the backstop. Trying to make that screen and make the field a little bit more viewable for all of you watching at home, or wherever it is you might be watching from. Counts 2-1 now. Here to Carilla. Just quick look over at second. Had to take a double take. Now tosses towards the plate. And it's strike number 2, placed at the knees, right at the bottom of the zone. His arm hanging with the baseball in it, his right arm. He's taking a look at his catcher to make sure that they're both on the same page. What pitch he should show next? Here it comes. Swung on, popped up. Is it playable? Third base going after it.
Maybe playable on the softball field.
And that one makes its way between both fields. Count stays put. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The one walkway that's still paved over there ended up getting a little bit of a crack because of a baseball.
Yeah. There was like a little John Deere over there and some players just kind of hanging around.
Of course, we're joking about that getting cracked. Nobody hit the ball that hard.
No, I don't think
not enough momentum was picked up.
Yeah.
The 2-2.
Unless
Swung
it was
on.
dropped
This one's
from
going to stay fair into left field. Gets down right in front of the left fielder. And Cheeks has it. Throw over towards second base. No. Meets the cutoff man going towards home plate. And the runners are going to be at the corners.
Keep the runner from going home.
Ursuline left fielder number 4, Jack Erickson.
So Frasco, CJ Frasco at third. Drew Carilla at first. And Jack Erickson at the plate. Erickson, number 4 here, grounded out his last time up from second to first. Not the most difficult play to make. He is right now taking his time to get in. It looks like coaching staff here for Ursuline are talking to the umpire. Thought for a second there that maybe we just had a elongated timeout called here by the batter, but no.
No.
Further inspection there. Looks like head coach and Paul Kemp is having a chat with the umpire, and now looks like we're all set, maybe. Home plate umpire, crew chief here. Now taking a look at rosters. I think there might have been maybe some changes made. I'm not sure if maybe there's a courtesy runner out there for Ursuline. Balaj is still on deck. It still is Erickson coming up to bat, so hard to tell. And yes, it looks like they do have a courtesy runner out there at first, and Nick Backo, number 3. We'll see if he stays in or not throughout the rest of this game. Petridis' pitch. Thinking bunt. Throws in, almost hits him. Runner at third stays put, but we do have the runner at first there, and Backo make his way over to second. On ball number 1, way inside. Petridis just lost all control on that pitch.
Backstop here is not too deep, and that ball was going fast enough that it just kind of ricocheted and came right back to the catcher.
All he had to do was just turn around and just put his glove up, Sid. I got it. Dimensions of every field are always different. Some fields have the longest left field you'll ever see and the shortest right field you'll ever see. Some are like Austintown here and have perfect dimensions that match both sides. It just depends on where you're at and what you can do.
Yeah.
How much fencing can you afford?
What makes baseball unique is all the stadiums, for the most part, are different.
It doesn't matter what level.
Absolutely.
course, the lower level you get, sometimes you might just see, like I just said, somebody that's
just
going about 2 miles into the left
Yep.
field. And since there's no fence and nobody puts up any rope to try and stop anybody, those are still fair territory. It makes it very hard to get home runs. But, of course,
There's
lower
some,
down you go, it might be harder. That one's fouled off for strike number 1.
There's some football. There's some YouTube video I saw of some of the weirdest dimensions. There was a baseball and a football field combined, and the entirety of the football field was in play. So from home to like left field was like 700 feet or something crazy like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. It just depends on what kind of room you have, where you can play. Not everybody has Bob Scene Park in their backyard like Struthers and Ursuline and a lot of these Youngstown area schools have, so they have to make do with what they have.
And the field goal posts were in play on the football field. They didn't take them off. So you could be running after a fly ball and just smack head first into a football
assume that any
field goal
normal
post.
high school student, I mean, I'm sure there's some that can hit hard, but most kids aren't going to keep a ball up that far in the air.
No. Maybe a good base hit that just keeps rolling.
At that point, you know that you're going towards it. You should at least
Yeah.
keep your head up. I'm sure that at least the home team for that stadium, wherever it may be, I'm sure they're at least aware.
Probably.
Their opponents,
They probably
I'm sure,
use
play
it to
them
their
off.
advantage. They train their players like, hey, when you're up, hit that way.
Hit to the left. The 2-1. Swung on. Popped up. Out towards right center. Who's got it?
That'll bring in a run regardless.
Nobody.
That is out of the park. That's a home run.
Yeah, it makes its way over the fence, so of course nobody's got it there. That's going to be a 3-run jack.
Incredible. Now that puts the game within 1.
It's
4-5.
5-4 here. Still Fitch on top.
It's very
But, man, one heck of a hard-hit ball there by Jack Erickson. The left fielder comes through for his team.
I say we were not expecting that. That just fell right out the fence. Great hit. But their team, their Fighting Irish, are fighting back in this game.
Loving your
Wow.
puns here today. And now it looks like there's some conversation going on between the infield and their pitcher. Coach doesn't come out here, doesn't have anything to say. Just let them talk. And Balaj steps back up. Petritus is our nemesis here in this game. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were just talking before this game. We haven't seen a home run hit at baseball. We've seen one in softball, but not baseball.
And that one just bounced right over. Not bounced, pardon me. Made its way right over. I thought for a second it was a ground rule double because I thought I saw it bounce over. But no, they're calling a home run.
I thought that might have just landed like right in the warning track, but it just got over that yellow and home run. 5-4. Now it's 5-4 after being up 5-1.
Pitch. It's off the mark. Count moves. 2 balls, no strikes.
Now the tying run is at the plate with nobody on base. I don't know, maybe we'll see back-to-back home runs. I don't know if we'll get that lucky.
It's low. Now it's 3-0. Balaj has a chance to get on to first base on the next pitch. After, of course, having that base hit to break the 3-up, 3-down that could have came in the third. Pardon me, second. Next pitch is off the mark, and he walks him on 4.
Well, get ready for another pickoff duel.
Brings up Mark Manning, the catcher, who struck out swinging to end things.
Irish catcher number 2.
In that second inning, this is his second at bat, and now coach is going to come out, and we'll see here if Petritus is going to stay in, or are they going to take him out? Oh, what would you do in this situation, Jordan?
I would say trust him to try. You still have the lead. It's not pressing. Yes, you have the tying run on base, but it's first base. I'd trust him just to get 2 more outs.
And that looks like that's going to be the case here. Coach came over, gave him a pat on the back, and said, it's your game right now, kid. Let's get those next 2. He's a double play away from that. Judy on deck here.
It's like the runner is definitely itching to steal. They know that that double play is in play, and, well, they want to wipe that possibility off the board.
Petritus is set. Tosses in, tosses low. Ball number 1. Ursuline, though, like you said, has a chance here to not only tie it now, they could take their lead back.
They could.
Scored first, 1-0. Gave up 3, and there's just been 1 run every inning for Fitch since then. Not sure what that was. I think it was ball number 2 according to the scoreboard, but the umpire put his hand out, and now he does confirm ball number 2. That was a little confusing here. The 2-0. Which makes it 2-1. You're not going to deny that one. Can't mistake it. Finds a strike, and we keep going. Here with the catcher for Ursuline. The pitch.
And runners were going.
Ooh, second tag. Is it time for out number 2? They're able to catch Balaj running. That's what happens when you don't send about 1 million pickoff attempts over his way.
Yeah.
They're able to just get him.
That's a perfect throw right to the second baseman. Was able to just make that tag.
So now nobody out, on, 2 away from Manning, who has a 2-1 count. Pardon me, a 2-2 count here. As soon as I stopped saying it, the next pitch was thrown, and the count's even. Petritas 1 strike away from keeping this lead in favor of the Falcons. Can't find it on that next pitch. Threw just a little bit too high and off the mark. And will instead fill up the count. Just make things a little bit more interesting. His payoff. Swung on. We're going to say that was swung through and missed. Throw over to first. Got him. So it will be a swing K there as the runner just had to go after it because the catcher couldn't keep it in his glove. And we have played through 3.5. Ursuline clawing back here. It's 5-4 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th on YSN.
First thing that really struck me was, of course, the passion the YSN team had of sports. But what really stood out was the respect they seem to show every program in the area. There seemed to be no bias, and I truly admired that. You got to work hard for what you get. You're not going to win a beauty contest. Right? You got to put the work in northeastern Ohio, and YSN certainly does that and kind of personify the area. My name is Super Dave O'Malley, and my sports network is your sports network.
I find it exciting to try to find that one car to match with the customer. And to me, that's the fun of it, and it's kind of a challenge. And I want them to know that their best interest is what I have in my heart. I get to meet new people every day, listen to their conversations, become friends with these people. I think they see I genuinely care and really want the best for them if that, when they're in here. And so far, that's my favorite thing. I'm Justin Coulter, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
So it's Carson Fuller to start things off here for Austintown. Now only leading by a run. We'll see here what the third baseman can do. He's grounded out and walked thus far. 0 for 1 in this game. And asked for time before Groner can even throw his first pitch. Groner, of course, still out there, even after giving up at the very least 1 run an inning. Obviously doesn't matter too much here as his game is very close. First pitch is off the mark for ball number 1. Jackson Cheeks still on deck. No substitutions being made this early here by Austintown. Next pitch is high for ball number 2. Might have been just a little bit off the mark as well. 2-0 comes quickly. Almost hits him. It's ball number 3 as it was right within the legs of Fuller. Able to just do a little bit of a tango there to get out of the way. So 3-0, good count here for the batter. The pitch, able to just find the inside of the strike zone. It's 3-1. Runner keeps this batter alive. Pitch. Able to just barely get that one as well, and he's fought his way back to fill up the count. Now the payoff. Swung on and missed. So after taking 3 straight balls, next 3 pitches are strikes, and we have 1 away here for Cheeks. So Jackson Cheeks, RBI single back in the second. I believe that was a single. I'm trying to read my own handwriting. It's always a bit of a frightening adventure.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Next pitch is off the mark towards the other batter's box, ball number 1. Cheeks has walked and has that RBI. Not a bad day for him, the 1-0. Gets called high in the zone for strike number 1, and some Austintown fans disagree. It was pretty close there. The 1-1.
Was, yes.
Well, that one wasn't anywhere near close. It's ball number 2 as it's low and in the other box. Great job here by Manning all game to make sure that ball doesn't get too far away from him. The 2-1. Similar spot. Ball number 3. So again, another 3-1 count here on a Fitch batter. We'll see here if Groner can manifest strike number 2 and get another full count.
Didn't discourage him last time.
And his pitch. It's inside. Almost skimmed his jersey. It's ball number 4. One comes on.
They're giving up getting a nice strikeout. Gives up a walk. They got runners on base.
So Mason Petretis, 0 for 2, has struck out swinging, and that's going to do it for Groner's night. So we'll see here who decides, who comes in to pitch. Outfield's going to be shuffled all the way around, and we'll go ahead and try and figure that one out when we come back after this.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
So Tommy Groner's night comes to an end. After throwing 3.1 innings, it's Andrew Treveri to take the mound. Treveri with a 1.31 ERA, still a very, very impressive ERA, pops up the next batter in Petretis. Third baseman gets it, throw over to first, not going to be in time. They cannot turn the double play, 2 away.
Yep, 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start here.
So 131, that's ERA for Treveri. Treveri has done that in 5.1 innings pitched. He's given up 2 hits and only 1 run. That 1 run was earned. He's also walked 1 and has struck out 7 so far this season. Impressive stat line here. Throw over to first, not going to be in time. It's still Cheeks standing and waiting over at first base. Whole bunch of changes were made in the outfield and infield, and it's hard to keep track. As soon as we figure it all out as we continue to play through this game, we'll let you know. We know Balaj is now over at third. sure Groner's out in the outfield somewhere. The 1-0 from Treveri. Pickoff attempt. Not going to be in time as the runner is back with a slide. A lot of pickoffs in this game, Jordan.
Yes, only one successful, though.
That's still a lot, though.
Yeah.
Often don't see that work too often. A lot of times, especially if you do a whole lot of pickoff attempts, especially in rapid succession, as we saw Petridis do earlier, you end up throwing those balls away.
It did.
But both pitchers, and now I guess all three pitchers in this game, have done a good enough job here to make sure that hasn't happened. And, of course, catchers and, now first baseman, I should say, been a big part of that as well.
At the beginning of the year, we saw a lot of pickoff attempts lead to errors because either overthrown or
it was early on. Their arms weren't warmed up. This one, another pickoff attempt, doing the exact opposite of what happened in the earlier parts of the season.
Or at the
they weren't warmed up. The weather wasn't warmed up. There was
Yeah.
a whole lot of stuff there that just was factoring in. And some of these kids were still in basketball mode because obviously you got some dual athletes. Next pitch is in the dirt for ball number 2. Runner will steal successfully on the ball in the dirt.
So no throw. Ball got between the catcher's legs and just kind of trickled back a little bit, but didn't go to the backstop. He's able to get it back, prevent a double steal.
Fitch, now that runner at second base, they have a chance to make this a 2-run ball game again. The 2-1 is swung on.
Good hit.
Hit somewhat well out towards right field. Right fielder chasing and makes the basket-style grab. They leave one stranded. Nobody comes in. And after 4 innings, Ursuline is able to keep it a 1-run difference here. Fitch still on top.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
First and second baseman, Luca.
Well, we're back here for the top half of the 5th inning, and we almost made it a full game without it freezing again, but here goes our camera again. I'll get that fixed up. And Jordan, what are you seeing here? Let you call the game for a minute.
Certainly. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Ursuline right now, top of the order, according to my notes, and it still is. Rich Udy grounded out his last time up, base hit to lead things off. It was an infield hit, takes ball number 2 low. Step back in. Set out there, still Petridis.
Yep, he's looking to keep
Climb ball number 3.
his win intact. He has a win as of now, but
well, even if he had been taken out, it would still be in his credit. Just
as long as Ursuline isn't able to come back.
And that's the big thing right now. As he throws 4 balls out of the zone to walk the leadoff man.
That's not a good way to start if that's what you're trying to do.
Tying run now at first. Go ahead, Ron Intriveri, the new pitcher here.
Ursuline pitcher.
Is represented at the plate. Anthony Triveri grounded out his last time up, 1 for 2 in this game. Base hit right after Ricciuti in that first. Ricciuti, the only one who was able to come in to score in that first inning, but they made up for it in the fourth. Big 3-run jack by Erickson.
Yep, right over that fence. Tricked us.
Pitch is in there for strike number 1. Petrettis able to find a strike after throwing 4 straight balls to Triveri's predecessor. Steps back in with a tap on the plate. Quick look over, and now Petrettis is set. Tosses in, runner goes, ball 1, throw to second. In time, yes it is!
Great throw.
Phenomenal job there by the second baseman for Fitch as well. That should be, I believe, low to make sure that that ball.
Second time they've been caught stealing.
Made it onto the leg of Ricciuti. 1 down. Great throw from Wallace here behind the plate. And a great tag there by number 9.
Got 1 down and wiped off the tying run off base. Now it's just at the plate.
The next one swung on right over to
Should
first,
be out number 2.
and that's 2 away here on the pop out.
Went from no outs, runner on first, to 2 outs and nothing at all.
A matter of just maybe a few minutes.
Yeah, if that, in like 2 minutes maybe. Oh.
Dylan Casey now struck out swinging his last time around. Before that, grounded out 0-for-2. The Irish center fielder, at least was center fielder, is looking to try and change that here and at least get himself 1 for 3. Takes low outside, ball number 1 to get started here in this at-bat. Petrettis taking a long look, has his pitch, tosses in, and he tosses a little bit high and inside, at least according to the reaction from Casey here for ball number two, pardon me.
Yeah, had to kind of do the limbo there to get out the way.
The 2-0.
That was
ball number 3.
A little bit up.
Oh, more so a little bit outside, but yeah. Outside, upstairs, we're both right.
Close enough. Up and out, up and in, whatever.
Another 3-0. Petrettis finds strike number 1, able to just lob one over the plate as he knew Casey wasn't going to be swinging, was trying to lure him in with a bunt attempt. Wasn't going to keep that one there. The 3-1 walks him. So after getting the pop out and the caught stealing over there at second base, we have another runner on via another walk.
So just how important catching the runner stealing was, because now you'd have, 1 out and runners at first and second, possibly first and third.
Pardon me, it's no longer Frasco. The DH was eliminated, and Groner will step up for the first time here in this game.
There we go. See what he's got on the batting side of things.
So I think Groner is one of the outfielders. Again, not sure 100% which one. But he does step up.
The runner trying to bait him into a pickoff throw, looks like.
Well, looks like time is called here before Petrettis could even throw in, and he ends up just throwing it half-heartedly and just kind of rolls it over towards the plate.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, here comes the coach. Looks like we're...
Oh, they're going to have a conversation. While we're at it, though, Groner, so far this season, is batting .357 and 56 at-bats. He's come in to score 11 times off of 20 hits, has 9 RBIs, 2 doubles, as well as a triple. So, coach after that just realizing, hey, this guy actually knows how to hit. As do everybody on this Ursuline roster. There's a reason why they're so highly ranked right now and have such a good, positive record.
Absolutely.
They know what they're doing. Ursuline ranked number 13 overall in Youngstown. It's the Youngstown area. Fitch is ranked 10th. So, battle of Two extremely good teams. Ursuline in Division II are ranked 61 overall. That's within the entire state of Ohio. In Division I, Fitch is ranked 91st. Among all divisions, I believe all 4 divisions in the state, Fitch is ranked 204th. Pitch is in there for strike
Not
number
bad.
1 on Groner. Meanwhile, Ursuline's ranked 215th.
It's very close, those
So
two
these
teams
two teams, yeah, very, very close in talent and just what they can do.
Explains why this
Only
game is
11
such a...
spots separate them.
Absolutely. Seems like this game has been such a back and forth almost.
Monday might have just been a bit of an off night for Fitch as that one swung on and goes just foul for strike number 2 over that first base line. Top of the 5th inning still. 2 away, 1 on at first base. Here for Ursuline. It's Casey. Tommy Groner has a 0-2 count. Petrettis still on the mound and was thinking about tossing in, but time is called right as he's got himself into the windup. That's kind of dangerous here.
Yeah, it's the second
Call
time that's
when it
happened.
happens. Don't want to hurt the pitcher. Gotta make up your mind a little bit quicker if you can.
Said to stop his wind-up twice now.
The 0-2 is inside low for ball number 1. Just trying to ice the pitcher a little bit right now.
Well, he's been out there throwing the whole game.
If he can get out number 3, that will be his 5th inning of work. Not sure how much more he can take.
Yeah, will they keep him out for 1 or 2 more? I don't know.
Runner goes, swung on, and that one finds a hole right past the first baseman there, Knight, who was chasing after it. And we've got runners now at the corner as Casey did not stop at second.
He kept going. He's like, you know what? I got to get there. Now is the tying run is near 90 feet away from the plate.
Base hit there for Groner brings up Frasco.
Again, showing how crucial that out getting caught stealing was because, well, that didn't happen. Game's tied right now.
This is C.J. Frasco here, and yes, it would be tied right now, so they're lucky that ball didn't go any further. C.J. Frasco here, shortstop. Grounded out his first time up, doubled back in the 4th. 1 of 3 runners to come in to score. The pitch. Low outside, ball 1 in the turf. Keeping an eye there at that coach for Austintown. Still up for a second. Wasn't sure if maybe he was ready to take out Petrettis yet. I think he just wants to give him at least a 5th inning of work here if he can without giving up a run. Easier said than done against these Fighting Irish. Petrettis still looking. Is set and throws. He throws strike number 1. Gets the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just hoping that he can get out of this. A little bit of a jam he's gotten himself into. All you need is 2 more strikes.
Again, easier said than done here. As this game winds on, he's starting to feel some fatigue. 1-1. Swung on. That one's going to stay fair. Throw to first. Going to be the easiest play. And they got him.
That was close, but
Ursuline has something to say about that one. At least it looked like the runner over at third did, but his run won't count. The game stays 1-run difference as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning here on YSN.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that 1 extra step.
Introducing Merge from Greenwood Chevrolet, a completely new way to buy a car that combines the convenience of shopping online with the personal touch and expertise that Greenwood is known for. Visit greenwoodchevrolet.com and let us go the extra mile for you.
So bottom half of the 5th inning, Donovan Bell-Sullivan to lead things off. If things stay put, Jake Wallace and Hayden Warmoth are all due up on deck and in the hole. The pitch from Treveri. Gets his 2nd inning of work. Rips one right past the 3rd baseman. That's going to be a leadoff single here for Fitch. Just what they needed to start things off with.
Absolutely. Some insurance runs here.
So Wallace steps up. Got on via an error his last time up. Brought in a run. Again, looking to try and get on maybe a little bit more honestly, as I've been saying. Thinks about bunting, and I believe they might have just called a foul ball, or I think he got a piece of it, so it should be 0-1.
It's like, yeah, I believe it hit the bat and bounced over the head of the catcher.
Yes, it is, because the runner is making his way back over to first, so most certainly is. Ball number 1. 0-1 the count now on Wallace. Waiting for the batter here in the circle to show us. I think it is Warmoth, though. And this is the time where you start making substitutions, so you can never be too sure. This one's bunted down right to the pitcher. Has it, throw to first, only play. It's in time. Runner will make his way over to second base.
And again, another sacrifice bunt. We've seen that multiple times here from these Falcons.
Haven't seen it as recently. It was more of a first, second inning type of thing.
Well, yeah, they were doing it when they didn't have such a big lead, but then they came out with that 5-1 lead, but now that's gone, so they're playing like they were at the beginning of the game when they were only either down by 1 or only had a couple-run lead.
Warmoth still out there in the position. Top of the order due up. Takes strike number 1. Just trying to bring home Bell-Sullivan. This game could go either way.
It could.
Nothing is guaranteed as some geese make their way from left over towards center field, flying out towards the middle school in the backdrop. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Warmoth down the hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
Those geese just wanted to get see what was going on. They're like, hey, it's some baseball.
Bit of an update for softball. 22-5. Looks like that might be a final.
I believe it is, because they're in 5 innings, so.
Oh, that's a swing and a miss for Warmoth. That's 1 away and brings back the top of the order, and it is still Drew Kashik.
It's 2 away, my friend. Sack bunt, strikeout.
Pardon me here. Thought I pressed the right button. Guess I didn't. Kashik, center fielder. Got on via fielder's choice. That was 2 innings ago. Takes ball number 1. Has not gotten a hit yet in this game. Javeri set. Look over at second. Hefty leadoff here. And they're going to go ahead and try and throw over. Almost couldn't get back in time. Ended up crawling like a baby and able to get back just before the tag is applied by the second baseman for Ursuline.
Trying to prevent him.
Might be just a little bit lucky on that one.
Yeah.
He's counting it.
Trying to prevent him going from second to home here. 2 outs. You're running on contact no matter what.
Next pitch is low. Ball 1. 2. Ball 2. Birds are chirping. The pitch. Swung on, hit well towards right field, drops right in front of him. Runner around
home.
second to third. Now the plate. Pitcher has it, won't throw over, and it's now 6-4. Fitch gets a cushion. RBI single for Drew Kashak.
Very nice. Well, just what they needed. Get some insurance runs on the board. Now they got a little bit more room to play with here.
A little bit. Still very close for Carter
Not nearly
Owens.
as big as the lead that they had, but
2 fielders' choices in a row getting on board. Walked before that, so his on-base percentage is 100%. Umpire there just took a second. I think time was called at the mound. Now we're set and ready to go. Pitch swung on and right off the glove of the third baseman. It stayed fair. Runners at first and second. Still 2 down.
Couldn't quite get the ball in his glove. Looks like it almost went to the dugout maybe, but no. Either way, it went towards the dugout. Couldn't field that cleanly. Maybe could have got the play at second if he did, but that would have been close regardless, so. Not sure how they're going to score that. I'd probably
give that a base hit there just because of how
close.
close everything was, like you just said. Fuller steps up, struck out swinging his last go-around. Pops up, out of play, strike one.
Us.
Just waiting for a thump there. It looks like it might have just gotten past us.
Yeah.
Yep, Fitch softball, 100% done. Some players coming over to watch the baseball game.
Yep.
Come support the other team. Why not? Celebrate your win and see if they can celebrate another one for their classmates. Ball's low for ball number 1. Semester starting to wind down here. About 2-3 weeks left. Almost there. Senior nights all but pretty much done at this point. Maybe a few teams still have theirs left for the final game or so, but
yeah, we're almost into the playoffs here.
Yeah, playoffs coming up after this week. That one's foul tipped off, and it's 1-2. Just got a piece of it there. He tried to hold up, but just couldn't keep it in time.
Majority of the school districts in the area get out in about 3 weeks or so. 2-3 weeks. Some get out earlier, some get out later, but usually around like first of June, yeah, right after Memorial Day.
It should be around exam week, or maybe exams just wrapping up around that time. Just depends on when they started.
Yeah.
It's not like college where you just have that 16 weeks and then you're done.
Well, some schools, like I know Hubbard gets out earlier than most, but they don't have a spring break. They have just a couple days
and
off.
That does, yeah. They opt to just kind of spread it out.
Yeah.
Maybe have a couple 3-day weekends instead.
Yeah, they did have quite a few of those.
The 1-2 turns 2-2 as that ball is off the mark.
I like that nice bright orange bat. Definitely can't miss it.
I kind of actually like the idea of spreading it out a little bit, though, instead of having the spring break, just have 1 week.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it takes away from being able to maybe travel with family or maybe go somewhere with friends or something, but runners going here as the catcher bobbled that one.
Throw.
Runner tags, comes home. That's going to make it 7-4. Runner going over to third as that one's thrown over to the plate. Catcher has no chance to make it as the third baseman still gets up after fumbling in towards that runner that led things off. What a sequence of events.
Absolutely. Definitely an error on the catcher there. Throw is just way up in the stratosphere. No way the third baseman could come down with that.
So E2 +1. And it's a full count right now. Not fully sure why our count decided to reset, but we've been having all kinds of technical difficulties today, so I'm not even going to question it.
It's a 3-2 count. Runner on third.
And 2 away.
2 away, yes.
And it's still Fuller. The payoff.
Ooh.
Does not pay off. Runners are at the corner.
I guess you can call that ball 4.
No, it's tip by pitch, and that brings up Cheeks, number 13, the left fielder. Jackson Cheeks trying to keep the good times rolling. He's teamed back up by 3. Catcher's in the hole, has his gear ready just in case. Don't want that to take too long to get set up. Track and field tournaments have all but wrapped up at this point, even with the collegiate level for the most part.
Yeah.
At least with those conference plays, Horizon League Championship just took place. YSU men and women took home the gold.
Very nice.
Congratulations to them. And I know Poland was hosting a tournament at the high school level. That one swung on right over the glove of the third baseman. Rips it out towards left field. Left fielder still chasing. Here's 1. Will they try and bring home more?
Yes, they will.
Yes, they will. Sends it home. Third baseman just has it. Left fielder throw to the plate. Going to be close. Not going to be in time. No tag.
Not
and
close.
It's going to be a 9-4 difference here. And you can hear the excitement in this crowd.
They got their lead back. They were up 5-1 at one point in this game.
Now they're up 9-4.
Yep, they got their
Despite that 3-run home run, Ursuline still trailing now by even larger margin. Just keep in mind, there's still 2 outs here.
Yeah.
A 2-run double now, though, by Cheeks.
I've seen a lot of great 2-out rallies this season. Add this to the list.
Brings up Mason Petrettis. Swung on, might find a hole. Third baseman slides, has it, bobbles it, and that's going to bring nobody home, but that is going to keep runners at the corner. Staying there, I thought coach was going to tell the leadoff runner to come home, but no, they didn't. But that's going to be an E5.
That'd have been a close play at the plate, but I think it's good. Just hold them up. You know, it's not like you're down by 5, you're up by 5. You can afford to play a little cautiously.
So now Jack Knight steps up. We're just waiting here for coaches to get back into their position. A little bit of an audio issue, and no, we're going to have a courtesy runner here come out here for Fitch, number 2, Nick Cipriano.
There we go.
He's taking over for Petrittis. We'll see if he stays in for Petrittis or if this is just going to be a one-off thing.
Guess we won't know until this half of the inning ends. Well, this inning period ends. We are in the 5th, bottom of the 5th.
We'll see here if Austintown lets that come sooner rather than later. It's their game right now.
It is. It was
their decision to make.
Iffy there for about two innings, but they come back and they sit down. It's our house. We want to win.
Jack Knight swung on that one just barely, but he did cross the plate. Strike 1. Tried to hold up, just could not keep it from going over that plate. Now the 0-1 here from Treveri. It's over the plate, strike number 2. There's some controversy.
Faithful not happy with that call.
I thought that was off the plate. I saw it go over, but we're also higher up.
Yeah.
Easier for us to see.
They're down there in the stands.
Off to our left.
Yes.
And now the 0-2. No, Treveri now gets set. And now runner is caught between. He's got 2 runners caught. He's going to go for the runner at third. Runner's going to make his way over to second. Tag not in time. And what a bizarre event there. 2 in scoring position now for Fitch, and even their fans are questioning what just happened. They weren't even sure if they should clap for that or not.
They should have gone for the rundown between first and second. That would have, the runner may have come home, but he might have got the out.
And it would have counted.
Yes, it would have.
Didn't want to take the risk, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They throw one over the plate. 3 strikes, 3 outs. 2 are left on, but 4 more come in. It's 9-4 in favor of Austintown as we head to the 6th inning here on YSN.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
So Carrilla here to start things off for Ursuline. Nebraska, the last one to be out, so we're starting with the 6-hole man, going 6, 7, 8, and we'll see if we go 9. In this inning, Petrettis still out there working his 6th inning. See if he still has enough in him to make it through this one.
They probably figured now they got some insurance, they can let him go and see what he can do. If maybe he has a bounce back inning. Leave him out for the 7th.
Oh, he starts off ball number 1.
There
Somebody's
is,
getting
yes.
warmed up out there. Some action number 2. Mark Manning.
Probably just in case there. It's like,
Might have a new catcher then.
Yeah.
This one's fouled off for
That
strike
lands
1.
over in the construction site.
Hard to tell. I
They
can't
clear
see
that
the
out.
numbers blocked here by the Falcons catcher. I didn't see any changes, but pardon me, I was looking at the wrong roster. That's my issue. It's Nick Cipriano over there warming up. Never mind. All right, 1-1. Sure, I just confused a lot of Austintown and Ursuline fans saying, when did that guy join their team? Made a little bit of a trade deadline. They joined the portal. I'm sure that's a thing in high school, right?
Yeah, totally. Did a little bit of
the
switcheroo mid-game. Like, just put some...
Yeah, mid-game. They just had a trade deadline in the middle of the game, at the end of the season. Only 2 games left, but, plenty of time.
That makes a total sense.
Next pitch is in there for strike number 2. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Treveri. And he swung on. Got a piece of that one to stay alive.
The catcher couldn't keep it in his glove, so...
Nope, no
just
strike.
Barely stays alive.
Well, count your luck and see what you can do on this next pitch. It could be yours. No, he
Or
goes
you
after a
can-
ball low out of the
Yep.
zone, and that's 1 down.
You can just strike out 1 pitch later.
So Erickson steps up, if I'm still correct. Let's go ahead and now take a look. As we said, only about 2 games left here on the regular season, right? So
yes, indeed.
For both teams, I do believe, and that means playoffs are coming up. Sectionals getting started here, and Ursuline right now are a 6th seed in Division II in their region. First pitch is over there for strike number 1. So Ursuline, the 6th seed, are going off against the 21st seed in Plainsville Harvey in that first round of sectionals. That game is going to be played on the 15th at 5 p.m. That
Ooh.
one gets right past the shortstop. That's going to be an error. He should have had that one. Runner's going to make his way over to second. Throw, tag.
Not
on
in time.
So 1 out on the air. Keeps it 1 out, I should say. E6 brings up Balaj.
Runner in scoring position. No. Nowhere near close to having the tying run on play.
Every run
or even
counts,
at the
though. They have
plate.
time.
They do.
Don't want to say anything.
They have 2 innings to play with if they don't make it to extras. They have this inning, which is the top of the 6th, and then the top of the 7th. If they're unable to tie it up or take the lead, then the game ends at the top of the 7th.
Ursuline, like we said, is 6th seed in Division II in their conference. Pitches in their strike number 1 from Petretis. But how about Ursuline? How about Fitch? Pardon me, in Division I, part of that Macedonia sectional area. They are a 12 seed and they get that first round bye, so they're going to be winning. Pardon me, you're going to be facing off against the winners of Solon and Cuyahoga Falls. Third baseman has it. Throw to first. Got to be tough, and it's in time. Runner makes his way to third, but that's not going to overshadow the absolutely fantastic throw
great play.
from our Fitch third baseman. I believe it should still be Fuller.
It was looking like that wasn't going to
And
be
it
in
is.
time, but the throw was just right on the money.
Beautiful, beautiful throw. And if we
First
didn't have this chain link here, man, that would be a highlight reel throw.
Absolutely.
It still is. Just can't see it.
First baseman held on to that ball. The umpire was making sure, like, hey, you got that ball? You got it? Good, you're out.
Well,
That's
looks
kind of
like
what the
we
delay was there.
have a new batter here now. So John Cambert steps over for Manning.
Let's see what he's able to do. With his runner at third, 90 feet away from the plate, would make this a 9-5 ball game. Make it back to a 4-run deficit, which would require a grand slam to tie up. And
Well,
got
Cambert
close
this
to
season
seeing that
here,
yet.
batting .312 on the season. He's doing that in 32 at-bats. He's come in to score 10 times off of 10 hits. He's got 7 RBIs, a double, and a triple. Yet to put one over the fence yet, so could be a very opportune time for him.
yeah, that would cut it
Take
to a
strike number
3-run
1.
deficit. Ursula's already hit a home run in this game. Why not stop now?
Why not add somebody else? Next pitch, over the plate for strike number 2. Well, going to be hard for that one. Now Erickson, who's over at third base, I do believe, hit that 3-run home run back in the 4th. The 0-2. Over the plate, placed perfectly by Petretis. They leave one on. Nobody comes in. Score stays 9-4. We'll see if Fitch can extend that when we come back here on YSN.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions. reminding you that it is open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
So, bottom half of the 6th inning, it's going to be Donovan Bell Sullivan to lead things off, the DH. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 holes to start things off for Fitch. Fitch in a good spot here, no matter what.
Yeah,
they just need to get through half of the next inning, and they could win this game and split the series here within these last 3 days.
Looking to make this their last at-bat, their last plate appearance.
Well, home field might matter a whole heck of a lot here. Ursuline played host to them on Monday and won 11-1 in front of their fans, and now here we are in front of the Fitch fans, and 9-4 is our score right now. Counts even right now, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sometimes it's a little bit tough to get past that mental block. You might think, well, we're at, this isn't our field. We're not used to it. It might cause you to, doubt yourself almost. But they've done a good job keeping in this game until the last inning, but not over yet.
Well, Bell Sullivan goes down swinging 2 swing and misses in a row. And I'll bring up Wallace, who grounded out pitcher to first baseman. And actually, we got somebody new out here. So go ahead and bite my tongue here. Wallace is out, and that brings up Rocco DeFlorio. 22. Gets a chance.
They have insurance runs, but you can never have enough, so they're going to try and tack on a few more. Maybe get up to 11 runs so they can say, hey, you matched your score from last time.
First pitch was in there for strike number 1. Very set, tosses in there for strike number 2. A nice one right there. Couldn't ask for a better pitch. Right at the bottom of the zone, hard to hit. Fooled the batter. Whew. The 0-2. Off the mark. Just try to get him to chase. Got somebody who has not swung at the first 2 pitches. Odds were against you that he was going to swing after that one, but hoping for some desperation there in the batter's box. Javeri tosses. Swung on and missed. Got him to swing that time, and there's 2 down quickly. 2 swing and misses here in a row. We'll bring up now number 3 here in Chase Lombard.
Coming in to hit for the Falcons, number 3, Chase Lombard.
It's his first time up in the ball game.
Yep. See what he can do. No stats again on any of these Fitch Falcons available to us. Nice one swung on and missed. Strike number 1.
Ball was a little bit upstairs, but he missed that.
Next pitch coming. Kaschak still on deck, so he'll be starting either the next inning or he'll be coming in if Lombard can get on base. But right now, he's playing with an 0-2 hole. We'll see how trigger happy he is on the 0-2. And he is.
He was just swinging
3 pitches,
whatever he could find.
And 3 go down.
Well, we are in Heading to the top of the 7th here, Ursuline's last chance to try and do something to save this game.
I find it exciting to try to find that one car to match with the customer. And to me, that's the fun of it, and it's kind of a challenge. And I want them to know that their best interest is what I have in my heart. I get to meet new people every day, listen to their conversations, become friends with these people. I think they see I genuinely care and really want the best for them at that, when they're in here. And so far, that's my favorite thing. I'm Justin Coulter, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Top half of the 7th inning, Matt Meyer, Jordan Barber have been on the call for you here all game long. It's 9-4 in favor of the Falcons, looking to end things here against Ursuline. Judy here to start things off. He'll stay in this game. We're talking about sectionals coming up here, playoff-wise.
Yep.
Austintown Fitch, like we said, has that first-round bye. They'll be playing the winner of Solon or Cuyahoga Falls on the 18th at 5 p.m. They will be the higher seed. They will be hosting. Solon ranked 24, and the Falls are ranked 29th.
That'll be 1 week from tomorrow.
Next one swung on, and that's a good way to start things off if you want to try and force the bottom half of this inning.
Absolutely, they have
lead off
life.
Base hit.
Number 22, Ursuline pitcher, Anthony
So
Treveri.
Treveri steps back up for his second go around, and like we said, Ursuline here, a 6 seed going up against a 21 seed in Plainsville Harvey. If Ursuline were to win, they would be going off against a 5 seed in Geneva, so a much more even and more balanced matchup there.
Yes.
Number 2 in the sectionals. That would be on the 17th, so they'd be playing a day before Austintown. Be playing their first game.
Well, definitely do not overlook their opponent in the first round. That happens quite a bit. You got to get them first before you get to Geneva.
Well, Austintown softball obviously didn't overlook their opponent, and they did exactly what they needed to do. 22-5 was that final score. The pitch.
Now they're here trying to watch the boys finish this game off.
Up a good chunk of the team decided to come over, so great support. Treveri steps back in. Again, a really good position here at 2-0. Next pitch is swung on. Finds a hole. Past third and short. 2 on here with still nobody out. New pitcher here for Fitch, not doing what they wanted to do early on.
Yeah.
Here in this game.
Number 8, Dylan.
Just how important was that the 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th?
It's Jack Knight out there on the mound. Not sure 100% if I said that at first. If I didn't, I do apologize, but we do know for a fact it is Jack Knight out there on the mound from first base. And over at first base,
They do
it's
have
number 7, Frankie Pugliese.
They do have somebody warming up as number 14. That would be have number 14,
Johnny
John
Darnley.
Yes.
Strike 1 in there as we're looking down
So
at
in
our
case
notes.
this gets a little bit too out of hand, they can bring in a fresh arm to try and finish
Nothing
it
to
off.
really worry about yet. Don't have to sound the alarms. Only 2 on, nobody out, sure, but one pitch could change that. Potentially get 2 outs. Pitch is swung on and grounded short. Has it. Potential
Try
double
for
play.
2.
1 at second, and that's the only
Not
play
gonna
they have. Runners at the corner.
Good
but
idea, just
still
holding on
away.
to that. You don't want to force a throw, potentially have it go over the first baseman's head, and now you just surrender to run. Now you keep runners at the corners with 1 out.
They made the right choice.
Because you have such a large lead, you can afford to maybe sacrifice 1 or 2 runs here. Obviously, they didn't do that, but the opportunity's there. Runner at third. Still be down by 4 if he comes in.
We have a new batter here, number 24 for Ursuline. Oh, pardon me, no we don't. It's Groner. And he takes strike number 1. Got myself a little behind here, my bad. The pitch. Swung on. That one very softly. Right to second. Has it. Throw over to first. 2 away. Run comes in. 9-5 is our score.
I was just saying, you can afford and let a run go. Get that easy out. Now you got to do is just get 1 more and game's yours. Still down. They're up by 4, so you need a grand slam just to tie this thing up.
Number 7.
Well, CJ Frasco steps up. Potential last stop here for the Irish. To try and get those 4 runs needed to tie this bad boy up. The pitch. Way too high. Let go too soon. It's ball number 1.
Catcher had to do a little bit of a leapfrog there to get that.
Still have somebody warming up over there, Darnley, just in case they can't get that 3rd and final out. Sometimes that could be the hardest one to find.
Yeah. Just slip away from you a few times, and next thing you know, your lead's cut down to 1 or 2.
The 1-0 is inside for ball number 2. Ursuline fans getting a little happy now. Getting a little chattery. Pardon me, chatty. Not sure what chattery is.
Close enough.
I think it's a mixture of Chatty and Sean Connery. Pitch over to the mat plate is fouled off for strike number 1. 2-1 the count. Sometimes I wonder where my brain goes.
It's definitely an interesting thing up there.
Well, thank you.
One of these days I'll take a scalpel to it and then do a little bit of inspection.
Well, we were saying there's only a few games left here. I believe only 1 game actually for Fitch. That one swung on. Popped up. Hard. Might get down. Into the glove of the right fielder.
Catch.
That's the ball game. So Fitch comes away with a 9-5 victory. It's a little bit of a response after getting blown out 11-1 the other day at Scene Park.
So they put up a great performance here in front of their home crowd, letting them know, like, hey, we're still on top. We still got this.
Well, we were saying just a second ago, last game of the season here for the Falcons is against Springfield. That'll finish up that thought. And this game, again, that final score, Austintown 9, Ursuline 5. From YSN, I'm Matt Marr.
Jordan Barber.
Signing off.
Have a good night.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.